Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Christina Hendricks shares how she felt supported by Ellen Pompeo on Good American Family. Christina Hendricks didn't get to share the screen with Ellen Pompeo on Good American Family, but she still felt supported by her fellow actress. I was only really in some courtroom scenes with her, Hendricks, 49, teased during an exclusive interview with Us Weekly. So I didn't really get to do scenes with her, which is a bummer. I'm a huge fan and I love her. Hendricks was thrilled she got to experience Pompeo, 55, as an executive producer on the show, adding, "All I can say is that she was supportive and gets his **** done. She had my back and she wanted me to feel comfortable. She did everything that she could in her power to make sure that I could transition from that quick turnaround of getting the role to being on set. How can we make this work? What can we do to make this easy? How can we make this process?" According to Hendricks, Pompeo went above and beyond on set. "She really was checking on me and making sure that everything was all right," Hendricks recalled, "so I just felt very taken care of. I knew she was smart as a whip, so I loved her as a producer. But I do hope I get a chance to act with her." Pompeo has received praise from her Good American Family co-stars since the show premiered in March. Imogen Faith Reed recently told us she chose not to tell Ellen Pompeo about her love for Grey's Anatomy, out of respect, but still felt a bond with the star. "She is very much a role model for me. I did love Grey's Anatomy and I never told her because I didn't want to weird her out," Reed, 27, told us last month. "But I really loved working alongside Ellen so much." Reed, who plays Natalia Grace, learned so much sharing the screen with Pompeo. "I remember there was a time on set where, as an actor, you have to get into your right mark, and I was confused," she continued. "Ellen asked the cameraman to turn over the camera for me, so I could actually see what I was doing. That was a real learning moment for me. It was like I was really being taught there." At the time, Reed said she was thankful for the support on her first TV acting job. "She always taught me that I could have a voice and that I could speak up," Reed continued. "For my first job, I was shy. I was a bit intimidated, and she always made me feel so comfortable. It was just a real gift for me to have somebody like her to learn from. These things that she's taught me, I'll always take with me to each job that I do." Good American Family, which is currently airing on Hulu, is a scripted true crime series inspired by Natalia Grace, who made headlines when she was adopted by Christine and Michael Barnett as a child only to accuse them of abandoning her. Hendricks plays Natalia Grace's adoptive mother, Cynthia Mans. "I got cast 30 hours before I was on set, so I had to work very, very quickly," Hendricks recalled to us. "I had an opportunity to read the scripts, and I did watch Investigation Discoveries, the Curious Case of Natalia Grace series that's out there to try and get as much information as possible. Then I worked with a dialect coach because we wanted Cynthia to stand out in a little bit of a different way from the Barnetts. So I did all of the big fittings and everything in 30 hours, and then I was on set." Hendricks called it a fast and furious process. "But I digested as much as I could in that amount of time," she continued. "I actually was unfamiliar with the story. Then when they reached out to me, I turned to my husband George Bianchini, and I was like, 'Oh, this is this wild script.' And he was like, 'I know all about that.' So I think there's a fair amount of people who do know about it." Christina Hendricks, acclaimed for her roles in Mad Men and Good Girls, has recently shared her experiences working alongside Ellen Pompeo in Hulu's limited series Good American Family. The show, which premiered on March 19, 2025, is based on the true story of Natalia Grace, a Ukrainian child with dwarfism adopted by the Barnett family, only to later face allegations of being an adult posing as a child. Hendricks portrays Cynthia Mans, a character who befriends and ultimately adopts Natalia, offering a nuanced perspective on the complex narrative. In a recent interview, Hendricks expressed her admiration for Pompeo's professionalism and the collaborative atmosphere on set. She highlighted how Pompeo's experience in leadership contributed to a supportive environment, allowing the cast to delve deeply into their roles. Hendricks noted that Pompeo's approach to the material encouraged open discussions and a shared commitment to portraying the sensitive subject matter with the necessary depth and respect. Renowned for her role as Joan Holloway in Mad Men, has consistently captivated audiences with her commanding presence and nuanced performances. In 2025, she took on a challenging role in Hulu's limited series Good American Family, portraying Cynthia Mans, the third adoptive mother of Natalia Grace. This series delves into the real-life controversy surrounding Natalia, a Ukrainian girl adopted by Christine and Michael Barnett, who later alleged she was an adult masquerading as a child. Hendricks' portrayal adds depth to the narrative, offering a perspective that challenges preconceived notions. A rapid immersion into the role. Hendricks' journey into the role of Cynthia Mans was notably swift. Cast just 30 hours before filming commenced, she had minimal time to prepare. Despite this, she approached the challenge with determination. She immersed herself in the script and sought additional resources, including the documentary The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, to understand the complexities of the real-life story. Recognizing the importance of distinguishing her character from the Barnetts, Hendricks collaborated with a dialect coach to ensure authenticity in her portrayal. Reflecting on this experience, she described it as fast and furious, emphasizing the necessity of swift adaptation in such a time-sensitive environment. Collaborating with Ellen Pompeo, while Hendricks and Ellen Pompeo, who plays Christine Barnett, didn't share many scenes together, their professional interactions left a lasting impression on Hendricks. She recalled that most of her scenes were courtroom-based, involving large group settings. However, she had the opportunity to work with Pompeo in a producer capacity. Hendricks appreciated Pompeo's proactive approach, noting how Pompeo stepped in to ensure she felt confident and prepared. This support included facilitating coaching sessions and providing resources to ease Hendricks' transition into the role. Hendricks expressed a desire for more direct scenes with Pompeo, highlighting the collaborative spirit on set. The emotional resonance of the role. Taking on the character of Cynthia Mans required Hendricks to delve into complex emotional territories. Cynthia's journey involves befriending and eventually adopting Natalia, a decision that brings its own set of challenges and emotional upheavals. Hendricks approached this aspect of the role with sensitivity, aiming to portray Cynthia's internal struggles authentically. She acknowledged the emotional depth required for such a role, stating that her comfort in exploring sorrowful depths may stem from her own inner sadness, which adds depth to her performances. The impact of Good American Family. Good American Family offers a multifaceted exploration of the Natalia Grace case, presenting various perspectives that encourage viewers to question the nature of truth and perception. Hendricks' portrayal of Cynthia Mans adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, inviting audiences to consider the motivations and emotions of all parties involved. The series doesn't just recount events. It delves into the psychological and emotional ramifications of those events, prompting viewers to reflect on the nuances of human behavior and the consequences of our actions. In conclusion, Christina Hendricks' role in Good American Family underscores her versatility as an actress. Despite the challenges posed by a rushed preparation period, she delivered a performance that was both compelling and empathetic. Her collaboration with Ellen Pompeo further enriched the production, highlighting the importance of support and camaraderie in the creative process. As viewers engage with the series, Hendricks' portrayal serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities inherent in human relationships and the stories that shape our understanding of the world.